It's your boy Vaughn, man. We about to go ahead and get straight into it. Really don't need no introduction to be doing, you know what I'm saying? What we about to be doing, we about to just start reacting to some channels, and as y'all can see by the title, y'all see what we reacting to. So we ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Excuse me, sir. Quick question for you, man. Is this your G-Wagon?
It is.
And what do you do for a living out in Dallas to be able to afford a G-Wagon?
I pursued my career in finance. The money is in the money business.
I had the blessing to be former CEO of 7-Eleven. I also was former chairman and CEO of Blockbuster.
So you were the CEO of 7-Eleven and Blockbuster.
I was the CEO of 7-Eleven and Blockbuster, yeah.
That's incredible. Yeah. What has been the most amount of money that you've ever made in a single year?
16.7 million.
16.7 million. And what happened that year that you were able to make over $16 million?
American Airlines filed bankruptcy.
Have you ever been broke before?
Absolutely. At 29, I moved back home. I didn't have a phone, a checking account, and dead broke. And, you know, when you hit rock bottom, there's only one place to go, and that's up.
What has been the most amount of money that you've ever made in a single year? Highland Park in Dallas, Texas is the number 6 wealthiest city in all of the United States. And today, we're going to be going all over Highland Park asking multimillionaires how they became wealthy and how you can start your path to becoming financially free going into 2024. With that being said, let's get this video on the way.
I rock with content like this, man. It's just helping any and everybody who want to take the, you know what I'm saying, who want to take that information and turn it.
I pursued my career in finance. The money is in the money business.
Did you go to college?
I went to junior college. College is not necessary. Yeah.
College is not necessary.
No, you get school
right.
What has been the most amount of money that you've ever made in a single year?
How y'all feel about college, man? Let me know in the comments.
And that's more than 99% of people will ever make in a single year. Yeah. What's the best financial advice that you've ever received throughout your career?
Well, rich people hire people and poor people don't. You got to create scale and create leverage. You got to create that leverage. A lot of times people work in isolation and they're stuck by their own understanding. Now, I ask you a question, right? You have real dreams.
Yes, sir.
There's a shortcut to them.
There's no shortcut.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Shortcut's mentorship. Now you minimize mistakes. You start to learn, carry got a straight path forward. In life, you need a mentor. You don't know where to find a mentor, and he or she don't know where to find you.
Wow.
You live and die, and not ever find your dreams. Right?
You became a millionaire.
They
but
just
have you
dropped
ever been
sauce.
I was real broke. I was so broke, couldn't afford a free stamp. But see, you can fix broke, you can't fix poverty. Poverty is a mindset. Like a lot of folks say, I was broke, but I wasn't poor. You can always fix broke, but you can't fix poverty.
How old are you now?
I'm 57.
What is the best advice that you would tell to your younger self?
You got a moment?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me show you something, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, this strip here
He about to
is
drop
from
some
1
game.
to 100.
He said, you got time?
Now, the average female lives age 81. Average male age 75. So I'm going to put my finger here on 75. And I'm going to tear it. I will probably never see this part of life. If I do, it'd be a blessing. But if I don't, I'm not going to be as ambulatory. I can't dunk a basketball then. Maybe the same quality of life. All right? Now, I look real young. You may think I'm about 25. I'm 57. So I put my thumb here on 57. And I'm going to tear it. And see, this is gone. So this part of the ribbon here is all I got left. And maybe your ribbon is a little longer. But you can have one bad sickness. And the quality of the ribbon ain't the same. What you got left is what you got left. Live each day as a life in miniature. Live it on steroids. And wake up with gratitude. Thank God I got today. Is a vote of God saying this is for you. Live it like you dream it.
My guy made over $700,000 in a single year, but he just
that's the person you want to run into.
Seriously, man. Think of your life as like 1 year. It's like an inch off that measuring tape. Our life on this earth is limited. It's up to us to make the most out of the time that we have here. Shout out to him, man. Dallas is unreal. Yeah, let's go get this next one. What industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
The eyeglass and hearing aid industry.
What's the most amount of money that you ever made in a single year?
16.7 million.
16.7 million. And what happened that year that you were able to make over $16 million?
American Airlines filed bankruptcy. The American Airlines employees, as you can imagine, aircraft mechanics, baggage handlers, pilots, they work in an environment puts them at risk for hearing loss. And they had a really generous benefit that would buy them the best in hearing help and hearing aids, hearing instruments. And so when American Airlines filed bankruptcy, 13,000 local employees panicked and thought, I had better go use my health insurance while I still have it. Prior to that, the most money we had ever made in a year was about 1.5 million.
Right.
So this was quite a blessing for us. We were not wealthy people until this happened.
So you literally went from 1 to 16 million in 1 year.
Right.
A lot of business owners, they struggle to scale and grow. How can someone go from a $1 to $10 million business? What is the biggest difference that separates those businesses apart?
Here's the thing. thing. Sometimes people, for the first time, they start making a little money, right? They have a first little taste of success, and they get scared, thinking, "Oh, well, I don't want to lose what I've made." So don't go there. Say, "Okay, well, look, I'm going to continue to be aggressive. I'm going to continue to take this. I'm going to take what I've earned here, what I've made through hard work. Don't be afraid to get aggressive with it. Spend it. It takes money to make money, right?
Yes,
so go
sir.
out there and buy that house, buy that second property, buy the investment property. Don't be scared to lose what you finally made. Go reinvest it."
How old are you now?
43.
That's real,
43. And
man.
how old were you when you became a millionaire?
30
years old.
Mm-hmm.
For a young 20-year-old kid watching this right now, if you could leave them with a couple last sound bites, give them a couple last pieces of advice.
Give them
on
some
what they
game,
take.
man.
Make God a part of your life, and that may scare some people away. I'm sorry if it does, but that's the only answer I know, and that is to seek God in all that you do, right? And if that's a little heavy for you in the beginning, then take baby steps, but have a spiritual aspect to your life.
How important has that faith been to the success of your business?
Without my faith, without God blessing all that I've done, there would be no success, right? Number one. And number two, you need God for those times where everything ain't okay. Because in business, in life, very often things are not going to be okay. They're going to be tough. If you don't have somebody or something bigger than yourself to fall back on, then it's you're not going to make it.
My guy's business made over $16 million
real,
in
man.
a single year because he took advantage of an opportunity that came up in the market. But my number one takeaway from that interview was
God
that he
always
put
gotta be
faith
first,
in God
man.
first above everything
Gotta be
else,
first,
and all the
man.
success was added to him. At the end of the day, man, without God, none of this is possible. So shout out to him, gave an amazing interview. Let's go get this next one. All right, you guys, my man just put up in a G-Wagon out
This-
here in Highland
this
Park.
is
I'm
just
gonna go
dope.
up
You
and
just
see what
going
this
to
guy
just
did to be able to afford this car.
Tap in with millionaires,
See what he has to
like
say.
really just
Excuse me,
get
sir.
they
Quick
brain
question
for
for
a
you,
little
man.
bit,
Is
man.
this your G-Wagon?
It is.
That's
What do you
dope.
do for a living out in Dallas to be able to afford a G-Wagon?
I'm in the insurance business.
How long have you been in the business for?
About 15 years.
Among yourself and the most highly successful people that you study and know, what is that one trait that they all have in common?
They don't take no for an answer. 90% of people, when they're told no, they just kind of say okay and they turn away. The successful people, they find a way to get the yes.
Have you ever been broke before?
Absolutely. At 29, I moved back home. I didn't have a phone, a checking account, and dead broke. And when you hit rock bottom, there's only one place to go, and that's up.
How old are you now?
48.
If you were to go back in time and have a conversation with your 20-year-old self, when you were starting from zero, what's the best piece of advice that you would give to your younger self?
Stay away from the clubs and the bottle service and all the money. I went through that and wasted a lot of money and time and effort. You're going to have more fun the older you are, having the security and having the flexibility and freedom to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I had kids later in life, and people will say, "Oh, you missed out on all that time." And I said, "Well, no, but I have the quality of time.
Yeah.
Quality versus quantity."
You're in a G-Wagon right now. This is a lot of people's dream car, people that may be watching, right? Any advice to someone trying to get a G-Wagon, man? Like if you could leave the younger generation with a couple last pieces of advice on what it really
Said, you
takes
know
to-
they here for
Set
that,
goals,
man.
And I still do it to this day, the 1, 3, and 5. And when you hit those goals, that gives you the motivation. That helps you elevate to the next level. So just stay focused, stay strong, grind it out, man. You got to grind it out.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
That was a great interview, man. I love your advice. Seriously, thank you. So we walked up to the G-Wagon, and my guy became a multi-millionaire in the insurance business. But what did he say? At 29 years old, dude, he was broke. He was living at his parents' house, and he had nothing. All he did was he flipped his mindset, found an industry to become a winner, and he didn't chase the money. Instead, he became the best version of himself and became a multi-millionaire, man. Beautiful interview. Shout out to that man right there. What industry did you decide to pursue a career?
I had the blessing to be former CEO of 7-Eleven. I also was former chairman and CEO of Blockbuster. Have done a number of things in retail,
said,
technology,
"I was big CEO."
consumer products. I'm working with a couple of companies in the aerospace industry trying to build the next Starship.
So you were the CEO of 7-Eleven and Blockbuster.
I was the CEO of 7-Eleven and Blockbuster, yeah.
That's incredible. What was the biggest driving factor of your success that enabled you to work your way up and become a CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company like 7-Eleven?
Yeah, I've got 3 things for you. I'll give them to you. They're my gift. It's these 3 things. First, change. People hate change. Everybody hates change. Harvey Mackay, a friend of mine, author, best-selling author, says the only one that likes change is a wet baby. And it's true. People react differently to change, and they like go, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Well, change is reality, and change equals opportunity. So I've coined that expression. CEO is all about change.
That's
equals
growth, too.
opportunity. If you embrace it,
Willing to
you'll see
change, man,
that
you gonna
if
grow.
I respond to this change and others don't, I'm going to turn that into shareholder value. So change can be positive if you manage it in a positive way. The second is confidence. confidence, because when things change, you lack confidence. You're like, oh no, woe is me. What's going to happen, right? But confidence is all about preparation. So the more you prepare, the more you can win. And the third is about clarity, simplicity. The hardest thing in the world is to keep things simple. So I think it was Michelangelo or somebody that said true elegance is in simplicity. And it's so true. If you can break complex things down into simple solutions, then it will carry you a long way. And what many people lack in the corporate world is that clarity of definition. And clarity comes from both inbound communications, that means listening well, and outbound communications, that means keeping things simple when you explain them. I can't lead if you can't understand. So it's up to me to keep things simple and clear. Change, confidence, clarity. You want to know the path to being a CEO of a company or your life? It's those three things.
Have you ever been broke before?
Oh, I grew up broke. I grew up without running water.
Well, I know the struggle.
Literally,
What the fuck is you talking about?
In a little shack in Massachusetts. Been very broke. We had government surplus cheese, which I thought was the best cheese in the world. Those big blocks of cheddar cheese that Mom would bring back. But yeah, I've been broke. When I first started my career, it was hard to make bills at the end of the month. It's like, what doesn't get paid this month? Yeah. So I know the feeling.
What has been the most amount of money that you've ever made in a single year?
I can't tell you that. The IRS may be watching.
He said, buddy, the feds.
I've been blessed. I've been really blessed. And here's how you make money in the corporate world. It's not salary. A lot of people think, oh, how much did you make? What's your paycheck? It's got nothing to do with it. In the corporate world, it's all about equity. And you get to a certain point in your career and you get to participate in the equity programs. Always do that. Always take advantage of it. I have a friend now who used to be my administrative assistant. She's at SpaceX, and she couldn't afford the equity that SpaceX was offering because they have to buy in. I was like, buy every penny that you can of SpaceX equity, because wealth for me didn't occur. I had trouble making bills on my salary, but when I finally moved on from 7-Eleven, we sold the company, I was able to accumulate stock during that time, and that was the true creation of wealth. So I recommend that for anyone.
Oh my goodness, that was an amazing interview. That was seriously great. Seriously.
Good. Thank you.
That was awesome. This video was absolutely insane to make, you guys. But for more content just like this, we just launched the Hard Knocks podcast, where we're going to be featuring some of the biggest business owners in the entire world. You won't want to miss it, so go subscribe right now, because next week we're going to be posting a full...
All right, man. Hey, that was good content, man. I'm liking content like this, man. I think this is just so dope. You get to really just tap into, successful people's minds for a little bit, to just, you know what I'm saying? Shit, maybe just get your shit in order, you feel me? I'm doing goofy, but just to get your, life in order, man. And so this is what the channel is necessarily going to be about, man. We're going to be doing a lot of reactions on just helpful financial situations, you know what I'm saying? I think this is a good time and a good, just opportunity to go about it. I feel like right now, man, we living in some crazy times right now with everything going up, you know what I mean, things of that nature. So I feel like it's important for people to just start learning, you know what I'm saying, other ways to make some cheese out here, you know what I'm saying? And it just ain't no excuse, you feel me? So, but I ain't gonna bore y'all to, you know what I'm saying, definitely make sure y'all go tap into Dude's channel. Let me see where he at. Yeah, so y'all can see that right there, you feel me? Definitely go tap into his channel, man. I think he's doing good content. So we gonna continue to push out this good content as well. So I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Please make sure y'all like, subscribe, and definitely share the channel. It definitely help. And I'll see y'all in the next one.